Blessings. Yeah, well, blessings. Give thanks for life. It's been a while. I hope everybody keeping good. Yeah. I had to do this video. It was very important I do this video because lots of things been going on in the Ghana music industry. I've been getting calls. Yeah. I've been getting calls. So I had to make time and come talk about it. First, let's have a drink and talk about this. We're not here to criticize anybody. Don't come on my page and diss anybody. It's just love, knowledge. This is like a short course. Rodney is gonna just give producers, beat makers, musicians, especially from where I come from in Ghana. I want to say blessings to everybody, you know. So if you know a producer, cheers. Or a musician, then you should invite them to this one because this is for them. I was just watching this this program on Hit FM Ghana about our own Ghana Michael Jackson, Shattawale. And the producers, you know, a producer in Ghana called OMG Ghana. And before that, I've been having these calls. What I want to say is this is not like a case of like the first time, but I think this time it's very important that we talk about it and we try to discuss and see what we are going to do about it and make it work. You get me? Because that's what it's about. It's not just about talking blah 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 and it don't work, you know, because this is just common sense. And in the 21st century, 2021, no producer should be suffering what this young man is suffering. It's sad for a brother like Shattawale. You know, we've grown up, born the animosity, born all them bipolar attitude, and let's talk as men. What's the problem? Because Shatta is a big artist now, and I want you to share this to every music page because we're gonna do a short course. You know, maybe these producers don't know. They get to know how to do something, how to at least protect their work for free. I wouldn't charge to teach creative people how to protect their works. You know, in the production industry, there's a difference between the beat maker, the producer, and the artist. Beat making has a lot of skills because of the transformation of digital music. I mean, the transformation of computer, creating music with computer, meaning I can just be on my laptop on the beach and create a beat and record a song. You get me? So I don't need the drums, I don't need the keyboard, I don't need the guitar, you know. So a young man who is 12 years, 8 years, 9 years, so far as they have their IQ and they're creative enough, can just mess with Fruity Loops and shit some good beats. You see me? Some real good beats. And what's happening down there is these big artists, right? They are not playing with their mates. They're not jumping on beats from bigger producers. They are not going out there because they don't want to pay. it's like there's a bullying going on in the industry. So they go in saying they want to develop the new youth. Yeah, they want to develop the youth, but I don't call it development because they are exploiting the youth. Right? With an artist like Shattawale, who has seen an international deal, who has an office, you should have a split sheet, right? Where when the producer, you're interested in a beat, and the producer spends a night in your studio or sends you an email with the beat, you straight away send them an email back with this contract, right? So the producer, because you're in love with the beat, you want an exclusivity. In reggae dance, most of the beats are non-exclusive because we do something called rhythm, right? You know, because we give these beats to many other artists to go on it. So that's a non-exclusive rights to the beat. But when you love the beat, then that is an exclusive beat. So with an artist like Shattawale, who Beyonce featured you, and you featured on Beyonce's song, you signed the paper, and it was a Ghanaian producer who banged that beat. You understand? And he signed the paper as well. You get me? So Shatta has seen this process of doing the right thing. So what are you trying to do? If you were on Hits FM saying, I was trying to support him, I was trying to support the youth. What kind of support? Is it just putting the youth song on an album and boom, he don't know what's happening out there in publishing, and the whole thing is gone? Like it's a joke. Shatta, this is a joke, and it's bad for our industry. If this is what you call we're developing them, we're giving them a chance. You're not giving me a chance. Listen, you're not giving me a chance. I'm building a catalog. I want to preserve my songs, right? So if you don't give me the right paper work, I'm not releasing that food for you. You get me? And it's not too late, because that artist shouldn't be screaming, you know, because he still owns the beat. Shatta can't steal the beat. You feel me? He can put some work in the beat, like mix, so he becomes a producer, maybe arranged, right? Employ some people to do some work on it. But the foundation beat, the composer, OMG. Now let me talk about what because I don't care about what the big boys do. I care about what the under G's do. I always want to show you how to be ready for opportunities. That is my focus. I don't want to come here blame the big guy who was supposed to show an example and he couldn't take that advantage but disgraced himself. I don't care about that. That's not what Rodney's about. I'm about saving that guy who is down there, right? So OMG, this goes for you, right? If you don't know anything about copyright, right? You see we have YouTube, right? All right. So you can set up a catalog on YouTube. YouTube is an international platform for videos and audios, multimedia, right? So when you make a beat as a producer and you can't put your song on Spotify because you don't know a distributor, you don't want to pay DistroKid, you don't know Rodney to publish for you for free, this is what you're gonna do. You mix the song, do a picture video, right? And you put the song on YouTube, name it, produced by you, right? By you, the producer, with an artwork, just the instrumental. Publish it on YouTube and it's done. The song is coded in your name as the producer. So from you went to Shattawale and you gave Shattawale those beats, before Shattawale gets to YouTube, YouTube knows your name on the rhythm already. So now Shatta is going to pay you a patent because he's using a material that's already registered. That's the easiest way for any dumb person, because I guess you're watching videos on YouTube already, right? So for any dumb producer to do. I'm teaching you to start building your catalogs. You're a kid, you're playing with Fruity Loops, and you see you're doing good, you're creating a lot of beats. Export them into waves, put a photo on it, create an artwork, name it, create a name for it, and most importantly, put your name on it, right? And create a lot of that. So now when they take the beat and they do something with it, you are in charge. You decide, because you already published the beat before they got it. You see, the internet and technology is trying to help us, because people's been robbing people of these rights from years. And in Ghana, it's like a bully, because the big artist feels like he shouldn't pay that kid. But that beat is sick. Listen, what is talent? When you see talent, you pay. Don't joke with it. Listen, when I hear a kid banging some mad shit on Fruity Loops, I open my studio for him for weeks, put on electricity, air condition, everything, put him in the right spot, and he creates, right? And we put his name on the tape to show the appreciation, right? You don't hide them, you develop them. So it's a shame for an A-class artist in Ghana, you know, because I'm a producer and it's funny, you know, it's funny, it's very funny. We advised you to record with other producers, you know, because production is of generations, right? And the new generation, the younger ones, what they're creating in music is it's deep, it's beyond the mind control, and that is creativity. And when you see these things, you have to appreciate it, you have to support it, you know. So Shatta should have had a contract where this kid comes in and he appreciates, like, yo, when I worked with the Ghana Michael Jackson, yo, he paid me that, I got that. There was paperwork, there was that, but this is you on radio, 2021. You know they pay your producers. But you say you get money. That one don't be problem, it don't be problem. You get me? That we know they care about it, you get the money. But listen, these kids are giving you a lot of money. You've jumped on the Rain album. Listen, Shatta, if the Rain album never made you no money, let's talk like, if they say you don't get money, yeah, the Rain album launch alone was worth over 50 grand, right? The Rain album launch alone was worth over 50 grand. That is me underrating you and me not liking you. So if you spend 50 grand on an album launch and a producer produced 10 tracks on the album, you should speak to him well. We should learn this and respect ourselves. It's sad, you know. Let's do the right thing. I did not come here to bash anybody, but you know my play, you know. Shatta is my youth, you know, and the industry is our baby. Yeah, I understand, the industry is our baby, so we have to help it grow. We need to groom it well and make sure it grow. Yeah, understand. We need to teach the youth them to own now more than ever. It's about content ownership, right? So if you create something and you don't hold it well, somebody is gonna steal it. You get me? Even photography, you know, even photography, everything. You know, Ghana, we're taking a piss, you know, we're taking a piss with creative people. You see, all these youth banging beats, listen, this is their lucks going in flame. If they don't make money with these hits, when again are they going to make money? These are the opportunistic dinosaurs I've been talking about. These are the talent killers I've been talking about. You understand? Because these kids are doing the magic, right? And everybody's banging to the beats, but they ain't got nothing. And you end up coming on radio to talk about the mother sick, the mother blind woman. That is shit. That is bullshit. Those things gotta stop. So you gotta share this video and help a brother who needs it. Any producer, any beats maker. A beats maker is not a producer. A piano man is not a producer. A piano man can be a producer, a beat maker can be a producer if they learn. You study, with time you become a producer. You understand? So the beat maker who feels like, oh, I did not learn this, but everywhere you play your beat, everybody like it. You're a kid in that place. You just made something on Fruity Lips and all your friends like it. You're a beat maker, right? And what a beat maker does is he takes his pen drive, puts the data, you zip all your folders and you take it to a big studio that you appreciate, you want to be in. Don't be shy. Get a producer online, send it to his inbox, tell him to play with it, to mix it. Then your talent will be expressed and mixed and brought out. You get me? You understand? You have to cherish what you're doing. Don't look down upon yourself and say, I'm not professional, I'm not. Listen, that is the first cake. When you start creating these beats, when you're nobody, that is the first gig. You always think about that, your first break. And most of the time, what creative people do is they lose their first break because they give it out for free. So if you don't get rich, think about Ibrahim Atta, right? The Ghanaian movie actor. If that little youth never got that dough off the diamond, the beast of the nation, when is the next movie coming? So your first break gotta be the thing. You're king. So you say mug later, they talk say he fool Shattawale. They say MOG later, they talk say he fool Shattawale. I don't get it. I don't get that. Kebra, what do you mean by that? It's a joke. It's a joke. It's not about, music business is not about fooling, because the level that our industry is, we can't risk it to be joking. Listen, Shattawale just featured Beyonce and they were trying to make fun. Beyonce just featured Shattawale. And the music industry was making fun of it. Do you know why? Just because of this same joke. Because Shattawale is a joker. Musically, he's a joker. Right? So, nobody believes that thing happened. They even thought a fake Beyonce shot the video. All kind of things that you can't think about. And you'll be thinking, what put this in the people's mind? Okay, you want to know what put this in the people's mind? This. Shattawale not paying a little kid who made 10 beats on his Rain album, the biggest album, right? The album that went gold. You don't pay him, right? So why wouldn't Ghanaians, some people think that that's a fake Beyonce in the video? You get me? This is what it is, because we create these things for ourselves. We create this kind of image for ourselves. Music is always respect. We've done a lot of music. If you ask a lot of musicians, these musicians are out there. Rodney King works with bands, and you know it. And when a band comes to my studio, everybody get paid. Everybody, whether we're going to produce the song, we're not going to produce. Most of the song, 90% of the songs that we recorded have never even been published. But everybody was paid, everybody was fed, everybody was good and happily working. And everybody was trained to know what they own. You see, Shatta, you should come out of that fuckery, come out of that fuckery. And start be real to the youth, because you're growing. Shatta, you're almost getting 40. You get me? And these kids are 25 something, man. We got to start teaching them the right way. Whatever we couldn't get we should give it to them. You get me? We should give it to this youth them. Yes, my general, you know. Yeah. You know, we must teach them, you know, the teachings. Because, listen, I had to do this video because I had so many calls. People telling me, Rodney, you see the thing we did do 10 years ago? You see the streamings? You see the copyright? You see the thing you tell them? Yeah. Why should it be 10 years ago? I was saying it. I came on Plus FM. I came on the radio station. I did it. Listen, why should it be 10 years ago? And you're facing the problem now? No. There's something got to be done. You know, something got to be done. I want everything to be good for everybody, right? Every producer, every artist have to think about ownership. You see, let me tell you another something. Even artists featuring artists. When you're going into the studio with your friend calls you for a feature, and you're not charging him, you still don't know what you're getting. You think it's a joke. You think it's a joke. It's not a joke, man. Come on the system. I could show you on the system. You know, they've created a system that splits the revenue. Whatever input, whoever put in what. If somebody paid for your studio section, right? Let me have a drink, please. They are called financial contributors. When somebody pays for instance, most artists don't have the start. They have the good lyrics, but they don't have the money to go into the studio. So some brother or some sister will say, yo, I'm going to support you with this in the studio. That person on the system, they are very important. They are known as the financial contributors, right? Which a lot of these artists neglect and don't appreciate them when they get success. Yeah. The next step is your producer, right? So when you, the artist, step in the studio and you have a financial contributor, you need to tell that producer that, listen, I got a financial contributor to my project, and this is this and that is what she's gonna do with the works. So if this producer has a vision, he'll tell you, all right, good. I'm also going to be a partner to this because I want a cut, right? You have your friend. It's not a solo. I'm talking about artists featuring artists with a producer contract, right? Even including a financial contributor, right? So it's 4 ways now. So the producer knows that that artist got somebody who got money, you know, but he is the producer. He's going to take the cost of production. The investor is going to take some part of production and post-production. That is video. You understand? And promotion. Right? So there is a 50-50 sale. Right? And if a producer invites you, oh, I got my rhythm, I want you on it. I already know you are a solo artist, so I'm doing 50-50 with you. If I'm doing a collaboration, I know that I need 2 artists on this track. I'm putting Lingua Cat and Jalid on this track. So, straight, it's a 3-way. I wouldn't be selfish wanting 50. I'll only take 50 if RKMG is going to pay for promotions. You get what I mean? But in their case of Shattawale and OMG, it's not about a label kind of thing. OMG is not working for the Shatta movement. He is just a contracted producer, right? He has his brand and he came to work. So he's expecting some, you know, And the communication alone, you see, it ended up on radio and they dissing themselves. You have to talk about somebody's mother is blind and all that. That don't make sense. Yeah, it about, yeah. So I'm gonna put a, make sure you check the RKMG website, because we're still building the catalog, you know. And every artist that, listen, I'm only taking albums, right? I'm taking albums. I'm distributing only albums. Singles don't make no money. If you're an artist and you're thinking of taking your career to a next level, just link up, you know. Inbox me and let's do this. Check out the RKMG. I'll put a website in the comment section. And check out our catalog. Yeah, we're working. We don't talk no more, you know. I don't really, it's been a while since I did a live video. I know, man. Shout out to all the fans, them. I see you all, man. Brainy Beats, One Billy, High Grade, Vanessa, Jeff Quay, hey, JQ, big up senior, salute. David, Ofelamte, Felix, Kebra, Negas, big up. Kwesi Amwako, yeah, Kwesi Nyako Affair, big up, Richard, big up the whole crew, Kesty, big up, David, big up, Burning Fire, yeah man, big up the whole crew, you know, yeah man, respect, you know, big up JQ, respect to producers like JQ, you know. Copyright is a big problem, that these are the people who own content. That man there is a billionaire, man. JQ, he owns a catalog. JQ is a catalog producer. I want a blogger to take this. They should just make this headline. You know, I don't want the negative headlines. I want positive headlines. So somebody like JQ, these are the producers we want to be like. You know, create a catalog. You know, but the artists, I don't know whether they really understood it in the whole environment itself. You get me? But as much as the environment wasn't suitable, producers like JQ, their catalog exists in the radio stations. Like, you go to Peace FM and you can dig out JQ's music catalog because it's been played every Sunday. You go to Joy FM and you can dig out JQ. I'm telling you these things, so that is exactly what I'm talking about. Becoming a catalog producer, becoming a catalog artist. Hey, big up Kaya Osborne. Hey, what you say in London? Cool. Big up Kaya, what you say? Yeah. Yo, Kaya was in GH. Big bad man, you know? Yeah, man. This is a lot of growth, you know? Big hip-hop artist out of London. Ghana, remember Kaya Osborne? Yeah, man. Respect to the whole crew, yeah. So, we have to correct this and try to respect each other in the music industry and give what is due, especially now where content is everything, you know. When the content is powerful, you know, when you have content, you have the power. So when I create something, I want to own it, you know, and you want to acknowledge the people who played part in creating the content. It's a whole different world, you know, and for the youth, they're joking with it, and that's where I see the psychological bully going on, because that big star that you sees him on TV, like look at it, OMG and Shattawale. See Shattawale intimidation, you know, kind of intimidation. So you don't want to shout, but you see, through the intimidation, you should do the proper thing, Shatta. You have to do the proper thing, because if you want the throne you're talking about, the movement you're talking about, it should be built on real, you know, realness. because you know how we grow. We grew up with realness, right? You were a little bit exaggerative, but you know the click. Our generation, we grew up with realness, and that's how come I met Shattawale and Asase that we created. That's how we bonded with the realness. Big up Kaya Osborne again. Kaya Osborne is an artist in England, came to Ghana, and we because of that same kind of respect, we were able to connect. That's how artists and producers, we connect and we do things positively. Not you do something and you come out and you destroy, you shouldn't even make it get to that level, so we have to respect ourselves and learn about the business we're doing. Now we have it on our fingertips. We have Android where we can go on YouTube, and that little producer, they call you little beat maker, just put your beat on YouTube, right, and protect yourself. If you don't even know how to, put it there, give it a name and put your name to it until you meet somebody who is ready to build your career, because there are a lot of career vultures, opportunistic dinosaurs. You see, when they see your talent, they love it, but at another thought, they wish they was you and you were not the one doing that stuff, right? So they find ways to cover you up, shadow. We've been through that. That's why my label is called Asase, meaning underground. You can't, you can't bury us. We are seed, because we know all them styles, And as a producer, when you're sat in that chair, there are a lot of things that you're gonna hear. Every artist that come in at the studio have a different vibe, and you are trying to sell a vibe, a kind of vibe, like, because it's a mission. Some artists want to die tomorrow. Some artists want to live long. Some artists want to immortalize. Some artists want to burn out. Every artist has their focus, and as a producer, you gotta understand them. So, and we need to create a lot more producers. You see, Ghana, because of the way the whole thing is structured and the hunger thing is going on, we don't even give the studios. There are studios in Ghana, but there are no producers in Ghana. There are beat makers and section men. Even bands can't stand in Ghana. Live bands can't stand in Ghana. It's only what they call shabo. They call it shabo. They just get themselves together and they play. You can't see a band that's like been rolling for like 10 years hard and they're on tour and listen tight. That's what we call a band. There's no I in a band. You feel me? So why can't these things go on in our industry, no matter how hard? I'm not blaming anybody. I'm not trying to blame, because I'm a type that I'm part of the solution. I try to put my solution. Everything I talk about, I try to put up a solution. I always talked about building catalogs, and I think if you follow that website up there, you see that I'm on the high speed of building one of the biggest catalog for the world to exhibit African music, like raw talent, like real talent, give them the same platform where, they get what they deserve, ownership. You get me? So that's what we're talking about. That's the blessing. So without talking much, man, I got to get back to, my business. So see you in the next flip. Love you all. Bless up.